Hello again. It has become clear over the course of the last year or so that the present government in this country is unwilling or unable to ensure the safety and security of the ordinary citizen. It scarcely matters if this is due to wickedness or folly, it is certainly the case. Whether walking the dog in the evening or travelling on a railway train, our lives are subject to sudden, lethal, and unexpected cancellation by ferocious foreigners. Some of these individuals have been ferried into this country by the border force, whose primary role is to make our borders secure. Others have slipped into the country as infiltrators, while many have been invited here to work. These various categories are largely irrelevant. The fact of the matter is that men whose ancestry does not lie in this country are launching murderous assaults upon the indigenous inhabitants of Britain, and this is happening with increasing frequency. Some of these attacks are caused by madness, while others are motivated by religious fervour. But again, all this is irrelevant. It is happening. Clearly, this present government is no more minded to take any action to put an end to this escalating crisis than were previous administrations. Their main concern seems to be imprisoning those who object to what is going on, rather than tackling the situation and putting an end to the bloodshed. That being so, some of us are asking to what extent we are still obliged to behave as though the social contract was intact. By the social contract, I mean that agreement which we have with the government that we will allow them to hold power over us, and in return, they will protect us from harm and maintain a well ordered society where we will be safe and live peaceful lives. The political philosopher Thomas Hobbes, one of the architects of the social contract, wrote in the 17th century that unless we have such a contract with government, then men will be in continual fear of danger of violent death, and the life of man solitary, poor, nasty, brutish, and short. Well, we have adhered to the social contract in this country, and yet we are now indeed, as Hobbes put it, in continual fear and danger of violent death. The social contract has broken down, which leaves us asking what the point of having a government is, and whether if the state cannot deal with the threats we face, then we should be prepared to deal with them ourselves. Margaret Thatcher summed up the case almost 50 years ago in, of all unlikely political vehicles, the Bolton Evening News. Writing in 1979, she said, "If a government can't protect citizens and their property against violence, vandalism, and theft, there is little point in having a government at all." This is precisely the case today in England. I realise that speculations of this kind lead us in a very unwelcome direction, but after last night's events in Cambridgeshire, I feel that we may no longer dodge the question. Are we content to carry on behaving as though the government will protect us from those whom Thomas Hobbes described as men constrained only by their ferocity, daring, and imagination? Or must we look to our own defence and organise ourselves to undertake the task which the state cannot or will not undertake on our behalf?